everyone, so today I'm going to be making a new type of bath bomb or fragrance of bath bomb that I haven't made before. I got this the other day from Candle Science. It's called Juniper Breeze. Candle Science just started a new line of soaping supplies, so they put the different ratios on the sides of their bottles now for anything you really want to use it for, candle soaps or lotions, and like bath bombs would probably fall into the same category as the soaps. So I'm going to be using Juniper Breeze, and I'm going to be coloring it with Scarlet and Golden Yellow. That's them right there. And I'll do accents of the yellow and scarlet with white. I'm not using my KitchenAid this time since I'm in the garage now. It's my new workspace, so I had to run out and grab the cheapest blender that I could mixer that I could find at Walmart. So I got this one, and so I have my 2-to-1 ratio, which is 2 cups of baking soda, 1 cup of citric acid, and a tablespoon of bentonite clay. And bentonite clay really helps kind of detox your skin. I usually use Epsom salt also in my bath bombs, but we had a snowstorm this past week, and I used all the Epsom salt that I had to kind of put it out on the sidewalk so that the ice would melt away, but I put it down too soon because the snow just kept coming and it really didn't do anything, so I pretty much wasted all my Epsom salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spatula and just get all of the clumps out using a sieve. And the reason why you want to get most of your clumps out is you don't really want to have those clumps show in your bath bombs whenever you're done and whenever you have them molded, because if you don't get all the clumps out, they will show through after they harden. So now that we have the dry ingredients mixed together, let's put this on the mixer, and we'll put this down. Still learning how to use this thing. And then to this, we're going to add our fragrance and the oils, but not the color just yet, because we're going to separate it and add the color after we're done mixing it in. That way that we can have equal proportions, or depending on how much of which color I want to use, I'll separate it accordingly to just how I want the bath bombs to look. So to this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, which I'm almost out of. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Polysorbate 80. And Polysorbate 80 helps blend in the oils to the water. It helps them mix better, because oil and water, doesn't mix together naturally. And that'll help keep from the oils sitting on top of the bath water whenever you use the bath bombs. So I'm going to mix this together. And then I'm going to move the bowl over so I can get the edges. Alright. And then if anything sticks to the side, you can just take your spatula and kind of move it to the center. I may be getting a new mixer if this doesn't work out as well, but it seems to be working quite well to do this job. So now I'm going to add in the fragrance, and I'm probably only going to be putting in about 2 ounces. Or actually, I'll probably just put in 1 ounce, where I'll do about half an ounce at a time, an ounce, a half an ounce at a time, and then just see how fragrant it is after using each little bit of it. So we'll mix that in. Alright, and then I'll add just a little bit more. It's fragrant, but it's not quite there just yet. I think this will probably help it achieve it. Alright, and now let me get my gloves on. And then I'll test it to see if it is the correct consistency, and if it's not, then I'll add a little bit more coconut oil to it. So you want it to be able to form in your hand like this. It's kind of the consistency of wet sand or damp sand, where it'll hold in your hand, and then if you press on it, it'll break apart. So that seems good for now. And then once you add the colorant to it, since I'm using a liquid colorant, it's going to thicken it up a little bit more. So we don't want to have it too moist right now. If you have them too moist, it will either take longer for them to harden and cure, which usually for my recipe only takes about a little under 24 hours, probably I would say 12 hours minimum. Usually I'll make them in the afternoon, and then in the morning I'll come out and I can package them because they've hardened and they've cured for a good amount of time. And then I'll set them in a dark place in the bags, and they'll continue to harden. And make sure that it's not humid where you're making them, because if it's humid, when you store them, they'll soak up that humidity, and then you'll have a mess whenever you come back to them. So I'll be right back, and I'll have the different bowls to separate them out and color them. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side, lift this up, and get the excess out of the little mixing blades. I'm used to using a KitchenAid, so this is definitely different than what I'm used to. The KitchenAid really helps with making sure everything is really nice and mixed together. So I think once I get the hang of this mixer, I should be able to get back into the swing of things. Okay, so now I'm going to separate this out. I'm not going to half it. I'm just going to pour kind of just odd amounts in each bowl. I have my two bowls right here. One's going to be for the scarlet, one's going to be for the golden yellow, and then whatever's left in here will be for the white, just kind of the accent of the white. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab, actually I don't really have to grab anything. Let me get a piece of paper to make these on. That way anything that falls out of the bath bomb I can just put back in the next one so I don't waste any. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my colorant to each of these bowls and mix them together. And I don't want to use too much colorant. I just want to get it to the color that I think would probably look best. I don't want them to be too vibrant, but I want there to be enough color to kind of catch someone's eye when they're looking at the bath bombs. So let's go ahead and we'll add the colorant to them. And with liquid colorant, sometimes you just have to be careful because they have kind of a water base to them, and that will activate the mixture. Let's see if it'll work on these. And now we'll add the golden yellow to the next batch. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to be forming our bath bombs. So the way that I'm probably going to go about it is just add different amounts of each color into the molds and then form them. So it's really up to you about how you would like to do it. You can make designs, you can pretty much do whatever you want to with it. But all you have to do is just press it down so you can add some more to it, and then just press down as you go. And then you'll end up with something kind of like this. Just kind of a different design with the white, the scarlet, which turned out a little bit pink, but once mixed with water it'll probably darken, and then the golden yellow turned into a nice kind of warm sunny yellow. I think that looks kind of cool. And it's up to you how you want your designs. They all turn out pretty much identical to each other. So I'm going to make the rest of these bath bombs. My recipe that I do, the 1-to-2 ratio, usually gets me about 5 bath bombs. And then whatever's left over I either make into smaller bath bombs as free samples for people, or I just save the powder and I'll put the powder in a small jar and I'll give it to a family member so they can just add it to their bath. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and finish off the rest of the bath bombs. So what I thought I would do is use what's left over from making the bath bombs and show you guys what it looks like before it's cured, kind of what color it makes in the water and how it reacts to the water. Surprisingly, I had enough to make 6 bath bombs out of this batch, so I probably put in a little bit more than a cup of baking soda in each, which is perfectly fine if you use just a little bit over a cup. If you use way more than the 2-to-1 ratio, then you'll need to kind of compensate the citric acid to the baking soda so that there's not too much of the other in it. So I'll add the water to this and we'll see what color it makes. I'm still trying to figure out a name for this. I'm kind of hoping that it turns the water kind of like an orange color, because I would like to kind of go for like a sunset kind of theme with it, because of just how it looks, where when the sun sets and the clouds and things start turning like pinks and red and yellow. And so I think these bath bombs would kind of really like represent that in a way. So hopefully they'll react the way that I would like for them to. So let me get this zoomed in real quick. Put it down some. Okay, alright, so we'll add the water to it and see what happens. You know, the scarlet definitely darkens once it's in the water, and it makes a cool effect on the top. Try to scrape a little excess in there. So it definitely made kind of like a vibrant orange color when it mixed. And the water's a little bit discolored, kind of a orangish color as well. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to leave a recommendation for what I should name the bath bomb, leave it down in the comments below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, because it really helps out. And also check back in for new videos. Hopefully I'll be able to put more videos up now that I actually have kind of a workshop out in the garage now to do stuff. And there's not too many distractions inside the house anymore. So don't forget to subscribe also. And make sure you click on the notifications button beside the subscription button, and then that'll let you know whenever I upload new videos. So I hope you guys are having a really great day, and I hope that if you guys are trying to make bath bombs or making bath bombs, it kind of inspires you and helps you kind of get more of an idea of what to add to your bath bombs. Hopefully in the future I will actually have more oils to add into the bath bombs. I ran out of my vitamin E and jojoba oil, and I'm looking to get like castor oils and just different types of oils that are good for skin and hair, because I know for those of you that have long hair, when you're in the bathtub, your hair gets in the tub as well, and luckily the colorant that I use isn't going to stain your hair, so you don't have to worry about that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and have a really great day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.